Hey, nice house. I said, nice house. You live there? Little girl's having a birthday, huh?
Yes.
Nice to have a family.
Yes, it is.
Man should take care. See that nothing happens to you.
I see just about every news channel I'm sub to talking about this, what I'm about to play for you. But before I do that, let me say this. Let me say that I'm not at all moved by the social media sites being dragged into court, because they're always in court. All year, every year. And if not court, they're in there facing just some hearing before Congress or something. So I'm not moved by it as if I can't see that this looks to be routine activity. Or maybe even all for show. But look at what The Hill was talking about this morning.
In what promises to be one of the most consequential hearings this term, the Supreme Court is currently mulling two cases with major repercussions for social media platforms. The cases involve a pair of laws from Florida and Texas that bar social media platforms from banning users based on their political views, even if users supposedly violate platform policies. The outcome could have big implications for free speech online and curb companies' ability to enforce their own rules. Platforms like Facebook and YouTube say both laws infringe upon the company's free speech rights by restricting their ability to choose what content they wish to publish on their platforms.
However, conservatives argue that these bills are necessary to protect the free speech rights of right-leaning individuals online. These laws were, in fact, born in 2021 after Twitter, Facebook, and others banned former President Donald Trump, following backlash from some conservatives who maintained that the social media companies were unfairly instituting policies that specifically targeted conservative figures while not practicing similar persecution of other ideological users.
I was listening to a live stream about just over a week ago. And I forgot who it was on the panel who was speaking, but whoever it was, they mentioned this court ruling on social media sites. And they ruled that because they are private companies, they can censor whoever or whatever they want to censor. And he was in agreement with that. And I kind of agree with that too, but not really. Because for the past, I'd say 5 or 6 years, these sites have been acting as arms of the government. Like branches of the government that legislates and enacts policies. And not just here in the United States, but abroad. So when these companies are acting like that, I don't see how private company they could be. Especially since all this stuff has came out about how the governments have been pressuring and even low-key threatening these sites to do what they're told or else. Low-key threats like, nice business you got there. Be ashamed if something happened to it. That's how this government would word the request that these companies censor certain people. Be ashamed if something happens to it. So I'm not buying all the way into the private company thing. I buy a little bit into it, but like I said, not really. Not all the way into it. I ain't buying it. Not all the way. And I don't want to talk long here, so I'm going to end by saying that the people who are viewed as the founding fathers of this country, they had a lot of foresight and they really had their priorities in order to be able to put speech even before the gun. The right to talk even before the right to shoot.